Shri Krishna, Shri Ramachandra, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they accepted spiritual master and became disciple. So what to speak about us? So Supreme Lord, he personally showing by his own life that how to advance in spiritual path or to realize God, we need to become a disciple. So, so therefore this topic is extremely important. So one may pay money, get admission in the college, and memorize some notes and paste in the paper in the exam hall and get the degree. But to solve the problem of life and realize our relationship with the Supreme Lord, one cannot do that just some skill, pay or no. Yes, one actually imbibe the quality of a disciple and surrender to the spiritual master, the knowledge will not be revealed to him. So this spiritual knowledge is a revealed knowledge. It's a revealed scripture. You cannot understand just by your intellectual power or memory power. So therefore, one required, in order to realize the absolute knowledge, in order to re-establish our relationship with the Supreme Lord, in order to solve the problem of this material existence, one need to submit oneself to the spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. So about the qualification of spiritual master, we have already heard it. We have already had a session of identifying the divine guide. Spiritual master का qualification क्या होना चाहिए? तो किस प्रकार spiritual master के बिना हम लोग आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान प्राप्त नहीं कर सकते हैं, और स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर का क्वालिफिकेशन हम लोग चर्चा किए थे, किस प्रकार स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर विल कम इन डिसाइप्लिक सक्सेशन. स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर हैव हर्ड द नॉलेज in the disciplic succession. Spiritual master have practiced the knowledge which he have received in his own life. Then spiritual master should not be judged by any caste, color, creed, nationality. The more important qualification of spiritual master is Krishna Tattvavetta. So he is expert in the science of Krishna consciousness. So spiritual master should relationship with money, women and followers. That also we have heard that how spiritual master he uses whatever money comes to him, he uses for the service of Krishna. Spiritual master is very faithful servant of Lord Krishna. And then spiritual master is filled with all saintly quality. So in this way we have discussed about the qualification of the spiritual master. So now about qualification of, now we are going to discuss about the qualification of a disciple. So as there is a qualification of a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, similarly there is a qualification of a ideal disciple. So as qualifications are required for guru, similarly the qualification is required for the disciple. If guru is qualified, disciple is unqualified, then the progress will not take place. If husband is potential but wife is not fertile, then children will not take birth. Similarly, if seed is potential but land is not fertile, then the plant will not come. In the similar way, if guru is qualified, but disciple is not qualified, then advancement or the spiritual realization will not come. So therefore, a sincere person who want to practice spiritual life, who want to truly practice spiritual life, a sincere person who truly want to practice spiritual life need to understand the quality of a disciple, ideal disciple, and imbibe in his life. You cannot realize the absolute truth by cheating guru or cheating God. So God consciousness or Krishna consciousness is absolute truth. And how can one realize that absolute truth? Just by making a show off. And the whole world is running after show off. Everything is show off. लोगों के सामने हम लोग शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं, कॉलेज में हम लोग शो ऑफ करते हैं, केवल हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, प्रॉक्सी देके आ जाते हैं, एग्जाम के पहले केवल पढ़ाई करते हैं, लड़कियों के सामने हमारा शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं, लड़कों के सामने हम लोग शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं, पेरेंट्स के सामने शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं, गार्जियन के सामने शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं, ऑफिस में शो ऑफ दिखाते हैं. एवरीथिंग इज शो ऑफ. How can a person living a show of life carrying substance? So spiritual practice means receiving the substance, receiving the highest truth, and transform our life with that substantial knowledge and practice. So that substance is absolute truth. God consciousness. Tamosamam jyotirgamo. Asatamam sadgamo. Mrityumaya amritagamayo. So that is the purpose of Vedic knowledge. So till the person is in cheating consciousness, duplicitous mentality, cannot advance in spiritual path, and therefore one has to become submissive disciple. So we can cheat the whole world, but we cannot cheat God, or we cannot cheat the representative of God, Guru. So today we are going to discuss that how material qualifications are useless to solving our problem. Material qualifications are useless or not qualified to realize the absolute truth. So how spiritual qualifications is required in order to advance in spiritual path. So शिष्य का अर्थ है जो गुरु का शासन मानते हैं. याद रखिएगा, ये क्लासेस में क्विज में आएगा आपके लिए। शिष्य शब्द का अर्थ है जो शासन मानते हैं। शासन समझते हैं आप? हाँ, गुरु का जो शासन है उसको मानते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं शिष्य जो गुरु का शासन मानते हैं। या डिसाइपल वर्ड कम्स फ्रॉम डिसिप्लिन। Disciple word comes from discipline. So who is ready to be disciplined by the spiritual master? Independent mentality will not help in spiritual path. So when guru is qualified, disciple has to surrender. Disciple has to submit himself, obey. उसको कहते हैं obedient. So disciple has to be obedient towards spiritual master. Then knowledge will transfer from guru to disciple. Headphone line अच्छा मेरे this is also So when knowledge will transfer, because this is not material knowledge. Knowledge. Dibbo Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Dibbo Gyan, spiritual knowledge is not brain prakashito. Spiritual knowledge will not manifest to your brain, or you cannot access spiritual knowledge by your brain, your intellect, your memory power. Memory power may take your head, it can touch your head, but it will not sink your heart. I hope you are able to understand what I wanted to speak. The spiritual knowledge, in order to realize spiritual knowledge, it has to be touch our heart, not our head. So intellectual knowledge or some informative knowledge or intellectual attitude or memory attitude कि आपने कुछ लेक्चर सुन लिया, नोट डाउन कर लिया, कॉपी बना लिया और पेस्ट कर दिया, डिग्री प्राप्त कर लिया, that may work in your academic, but in the spiritual practice, spiritual advancement, one has to be genuine. One has to live with those principles. One has to cultivate those principles in our life. Then only one's progress will take place. And one will be able to solve all the problems created due to the ignorance of this material world, due to bodily consciousness, bodily concept of life. And therefore this topic is extremely vital, extremely important, because it is for our personal application. It is for our personal application. In this world, everybody is trying to become a leader. But how can a person become a leader without personal application? How can a person become a leader without becoming a follower? So without becoming a disciple, one cannot become a guru. First, one has to become a disciple. Even guru is also disciple of his guru. Even a guru is a disciple of his guru. So one cannot become a guru unless one become a perfect disciple. So Lord Krishna, he learned 64 items of knowledge in 64 days from Sandipuni Muni in Ujjain. And Krishna and Balaram, they are Supreme Personality of Godhead. They were from the royal kingdom, the son of Vasudeva. But when they came to the ashram of Sandipuni Muni, they stayed in cottage in the floor. They lived like a very ordinary boys like other Gurukul inmates. Every day they used to go out for begging the alms, collecting the woods for sacrifice for his spiritual master. Every day they used to serve and assist their spiritual master in different spiritual activities. Every day they used to come at the feet of their guru and hear from his guru, Sandipani Muni, and other gurus. So thus, they do not just heard from his guru, but they served their guru as a menial servant. They followed the instruction of Sandipani Muni very sincerely. They have controlled their mind and senses by the guidance of Sandipani Muni. And therefore, Sandipani Muni showered his all blessings to Krishna and Balaram. And when their courses got over, when their course is over, you can see Krishna and Balaram, they are shaven head. Supreme Lord, he does not read any renunciation. They are complete, they are Purna, they are Supreme Lord, they do not need any renunciation. But they renounced everything to become a disciple. They are showing the example of an ideal disciple, the Supreme Lord himself. So when the course got over, Sandipani Muni becomes so pleased. And Sandipani Muni said that I bless you, whatever knowledge you received from me, it will remain ever fresh throughout your life. So many times we hear, we get some courses, and after some days what happened to us? Yes, answer. After some days? Yes, response. After some days, what happened? आप लोग सुन रहे हैं ना नहीं सुन रहे हैं? कुछ दिन के बाद क्या होता है? After some days we forget the knowledge. After some days we forget the knowledge. Or after some days there is no realization of that knowledge. No realization. Either we forget or we may remember, but we don't have that realization. We don't have effect of that knowledge. But Sandipani Muni says that my dear child, my dear disciple, Krishna and Balaram, I bless you. Whatever knowledge you have received, 64 items of knowledge received, it will remain ever fresh to you. Why Sandipani Muni gave that blessings? Because Krishna and Balaram have satisfied his spiritual master completely. And therefore spiritual master blessed the disciple from his core of his heart. This is the process. This is the process of receiving spiritual knowledge. You cannot cheat Guru and grab the knowledge forcefully. Process is Guru will transfer the knowledge to disciple and will realize the essence of that knowledge. Sandipuni Muni says that I don't know how such a short period of time you have received all the knowledge. My basket is empty. You have received all the knowledge. I don't know how such a short time you have received all the knowledge. So because Krishna and Balram is very, very receptive, very important qualification of a disciple. Because Krishna and Balaram, they are very receptive, they are very submissive, they are very obedient. Guru given them profusely. So by duplicate mentality, by challenging mentality, by demoniac mentality, by such kind of mentality, we cannot access spiritual knowledge. We cannot advance in spiritual path. So therefore one has to be genuine disciple in his life. At least to the representative of Krishna. Guru is representative of Krishna. So one has to, in order to get Krishna's mercy, God's mercy, one has to give the top level of submission. My sound is clear? So this is very, very important. So now we'll enter into Bhagavad Gita. Go to the next slide. So there is very important verse in Bhagavad Gita 2.7. So I request everybody to repeat after me. Karpanya doso pahatha sabhava.
Karpanya doso sabhavo.
Prichamritam dharma samudha cheta. If you hear, then you will be able to pronounce, because it is difficult to pronounce, especially in this term. Prichamritam dharma samudha cheta.
Pricham tvam dharma samudha cheta.
Yashreya sannischitam bruhi tanme.
Yasre savyam
Shishyaste ham tadhimam tam prapanyam. Okay, so somebody read the translation. Abhishek, read the translation.
Yes, sir. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Okay. So let us take the example of Arjuna. So before this verse 2.7, Arjuna was giving so many arguments to Krishna. The first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this is second chapter, text 7. And first chapter was Arjuna's argument, Vishad Jog. So Arjuna was giving so many arguments from different angle, especially according to the moral values, moral codes, and other religious principles, not the highest order of religious principles. So Arjuna was giving many arguments according to the different level of secondary level of religious principle, which is also important. So Arjuna was giving argument, and he was more dealing with Krishna like his friend. Arjuna and Krishna were in the same age. Arjuna, Krishna was son of Arjuna's maternal uncle. So they have their relative and friends in relationship. So and Arjuna was dealing with Krishna in a similar way in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Krishna has voluntarily chosen to become a chariot driver of Arjuna. So Arjuna was giving so many arguments, and he was dealing with Krishna as a friend, but Arjuna was not able to solve the problem of his life. What is Arjuna's qualification? What is Arjuna's qualification? What qualification Arjuna do not have? What qualification Arjuna do not have? Okay, we have discussed before Arjuna's qualification, so I want to hear. आप लोग थोड़ा सा बताइए अर्जुन के qualification क्या है? Yes. So this question goes to everyone, all the boys of Netaji Subhash Engineering College and all the boys of all other colleges. What are the Arjun के थोड़ा qualification थोड़ा सा explain करिए. तो आप सबसे सुनते हैं, not in chats, or unmute and speak. Okay, you can chat also. What is Arjuna's qualification? फटाफट जल्दी बोलिए कि so that we can cover this topic maximum.
सर अर्जुना बहुत अच्छा तीरंदाज थे सर.
हाँ,
अर्जुना बहुत अच्छा तीरंदाज थे, मतलब.
ओके, तो थोड़ा सा बताइए कैसा.
सर वो एक कंपटीशन में
greatest archer of all time and a great and true disciple. Okay, so Arjuna was the greatest archer of all time, the best disciple of Dronacharya. He's the best disciple of Dronacharya. What else? What he have done great? If Arjuna raise his bow and arrow, all, whoever it may be, the great king they may be, their heart will be shattered by seeing Arjuna raising his bow and arrow. That was Arjuna's power and Arjuna's fame. Arjuna was such a great warrior. One time he defeated Lord Shiva in a dual fight and acquired Pashupat weapon. The Pashupat weapon which is Arjuna have, it is gifted by Lord Shiva because Arjuna defeated Lord Shiva in some particular fight. Not only that, Arjuna also one time defeated Indra, and Indra was so pleased by Arjuna's great quality his archery, he have given his own chariot. The chariot which Arjuna was having during the battlefield of Kurukshetra, it was given by Indra, and that chariot was moving on the air, not on the land. जमीन पे नहीं, हवा में चलता था. इंद्र का चैरियट है. So that was the exhibition of Arjuna's great talent in archery. Arjuna had many celestial weapons. अभी के जमाने में जितने भी पारमाणविक एटम बम है, ये बम है, वो बम है, अर्जुन के वेपन के पास सब तुच्छ है. Arjuna could use all the departments, means elements of the creation, like earth, water, fire, air, ether. So Arjuna could produce fire by his Agneya weapon. Arjuna could blow a powerful wind by his Vayava weapon. Arjuna can downpour heavy rain by his Prajanya weapon. Arjuna can create a land by Bhauma weapon. And Arjuna can create everything, all the different varieties of weapon, and disappear those weapons all of a sudden by his Antardhan weapon. So Arjuna have very special siddhis. By chanting certain mantra, he can invite very special weapon which nobody can counteract. So such type of power Arjuna have, especially in the field of archery. Nobody can defeat. But that same Arjuna is not able to solve the problem of his life. Giving so many arguments to Krishna and not able to solve the problem of his life, and he's saying that my body is drying up, my heart is drying up, my all the hairs of my body stand on end, my throat is drying up, I'm not able to stand and carry my bow and arrow. Kindly help me. So Arjuna not only was he very expert in his archery, but also he was having sense control. We discussed in previous session that how there was a beautiful Apsara named Urvashi gave proposal to Arjuna to have union with him. But Arjuna rejected that proposal. Arjuna rejected that proposal and simply respected her as mother. So that shows how Arjuna have sense control. So in this way, there is many special qualification Arjuna had. But before the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he became broken-hearted and indecisive, lacking confidence, owing to confusion on the religion principle. If Arjuna had such situation, having lot of material qualification, go to the next slide, not able to solve his problem, then what to speak about ourselves? So Arjuna could not solve his problem by his own strength, being a very qualified person. And then he surrendered to Krishna in 2.7. Before 2.7, he was arguing with Krishna. Before 2.7, he was arguing with Krishna and acting with Krishna like a friend. But 2.7, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna and become Krishna's disciple. Shishyaste aham sadhimam tam prapannam. Very important verse. So I request all of you should read this verse from Bhagavad Gita. Karpanna doso pahato sabhavo prichhamitam dharma samuracheta. Due to my miserly weakness, I am not able to understand what is my duty. Jasya shannischitam bruhitanme. What is good for me? What is my prime duty, most important duty? I am not able to understand. And therefore, oh my dear Lord, Sri Krishna, Shishyaste aham, I become your disciple. Sadhimam tam prapannam, and I surrender unto you. So before this verse, he was friend, but this verse, Arjuna accepted Krishna as his guru. And then Krishna starts speaking from 2.7. After 2.7, Krishna was speaking. So Guru will not speak. Guru will not guide you till the time you submit to Guru. Guru is not after followers. That we have already discussed in the qualification of spiritual master. Guru's relationship with the followers. Guru is not running after followers. The real Guru. And therefore don't think that Guru need you. You need Guru. We need Guru's mercy. We need Guru's guidance. Guru is beyond bodily platform. So all the problems, why a very qualified person cannot solve the problem? Because all the problem is generated due to bodily consciousness. The perplexities which people face in this world due to bodily consciousness. And material world is compared with a forest fire. And nobody set fire in the forest. कोई वन में जाके आग नहीं लगाता है, आग ऐसे ही लग जाता है. भौतिक जगत उसी प्रकार बनाया गया है. कोई जाके कोरोना वायरस प्लान नहीं किया था. And it set such a big disaster. And if there is forest fire, you cannot extinguish that forest fire just throwing some bucket of water or क्या बोलते हैं उसको, fire brigade. It requires rain. Similarly, by our material qualification, we will not be able to solve our problem as Arjuna could not solve. So one required Guru. And therefore one need to become a disciple. हमें शिष्य बनना जरूरी है. अगर हम लोग हमारा प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना चाहते हैं, दुनिया को हम लोग चीटिंग कर सकते हैं. पासवर्ड फॉर हैप्पीनेस में हम लोग चर्चा किए थे. We can show a very plastic face and कि नहीं, cardboard face and plastic smile. Cardboard face and plastic smile. Sushant Kumar Singh. And the whole world is showing like that. I am happy, I am happy, I am great. I am leader. पूरे दुनिया को हम लोग दिखा सकते हैं और हैप्पी बनने का शो ऑफ कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अंदर ही अंदर हम सबको पता है कि हमारे हृदय में क्या चल रहा है, हम लोग किस प्रकार जीवन जी रहे हैं. हमारे मन में, हमारे चेतना में किस प्रकार कॉन्फ्यूजन चल रहा है, किस प्रकार हम लोग दुखी हैं, किस प्रकार हमारे मन और इंद्रिय हमारे नियंत्रण के बाहर है, हमारे हृदय में काम, क्रोध, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य भरा हुआ है. तो इसीलिए बिना शिष्य बन के आध्यात्मिक क्वालिफिकेशन को डेवलप नहीं करके हम लोग हमारी जीवन की समस्या को समाप्त नहीं कर सकते। इस भौतिक जगत एक समुद्र के जैसा है जिसमें तरंग के जैसा एक के बाद एक समस्या, दुख अलग अलग प्रकार से आता रहता है। दावानल के जैसा सब लोग आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे जलते रहते हैं। और इसलिए इस भौतिक जगत को संसार दावा नल नीढ़लोक त्राणाय कारुण्य घना घनत्तम प्राप्त कल्याण गुणानवस्य वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम। इसलिए गुरु की आवश्यकता है, और जब गुरु है तो शिष्य बनना जरूरी है, तभी हम लोग हमारे जीवन की समस्या को समाधान कर सकते हैं। प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं कि आज के जमाने में बाहरी पूरे पृथ्वी में बड़े बड़े देश है, अमेरिका, जापान, टेक्नोलॉजी, चाइना, टेक्नोलॉजी साइंस में कितने प्रगति किए हैं। बट व्हाट इज देयर प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ? इतने प्रगति करने के बाद, as Arjuna was not able to solve the problem, similarly, people are suffering heavily all over the world. Though they have skyscraper building, technology, mobile phone in their hand, or lot of money, but people are committing suicides. People have divorce in their life. People thoroughly frustrated, taking medicine for sleeping. People have relationship problem in their home. People are involved with so many sinful activity, taking drugs, drinking alcohol, having illicit sex. Where is happiness? Yes or no? So, if we are intelligent and honest, we'll understand very easily the difference. Artificial show of life and genuine, honest, submissive, surrender life. Even a qualified person, materially qualified person, not able to solve the problem. What to speak about show-up person? So therefore, we should try to be genuine in our life. We should try to cultivate the good qualities. Krishna is there. Bona fide Guru is there. We have to find out. That is your duty. If you want to reach God, you have to find out Guru. And when you find out Guru, Guru will take you to Krishna. कृष्ण के कृपा से गुरु मिलते हैं और गुरु के कृपा से कृष्ण मिलते हैं. If you are genuine, searching for a qualified guru, Krishna will show you, Krishna will take you to qualified guru. But when you have qualified guru, when you have understanding of qualified guru, then you should try to become a disciple. So this is the background, or this is the theme of the topic. That's what Krishna is saying himself. Krishna can directly say that you can surrender to me. Krishna can say that you surrender to me. Why Krishna is not saying surrender unto me? Krishna spoke surrender unto me, but at the same time Krishna is saying tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattva darshana. Next slide. So Krishna is saying tad vidhi pranipatena. This is 4.34. परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानम ज्ञानिन तत्त्वदर्शिना. Krishna says, approach a bona fide spiritual master. And surrender unto him. Pranipat. Then pariprasneno, after surrender, you inquire. So tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Inquire and satisfy that spiritual master with submissive service. So first of all, we have to know the qualification of bona fide spiritual master, because there is so many unbona fide spiritual master. And if you approach unbona fide spiritual master, then you will be cheated. So therefore, guru has to be bona fide. But if disciple is not bona fide, he cheats the bona fide guru. Then there is no benefit for the disciple. And therefore Krishna, because if you commit the mistake to Krishna, then you are gone. आप कृष्ण के पास आके अगर मिस्टेक करते हैं तो फिर तो आपका स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ तो कोई चांस ही नहीं है. इसलिए कृष्ण बोलते गुरु के पास जाइए, क्योंकि गुरु इज मोर मर्सीफुल देन कृष्णा. Guru is more merciful than Krishna, because Guru does not take any offense. And therefore Krishna speak himself in Bhagavad Gita, approach a bona fide spiritual master, self-realized soul, and then he will impart you that knowledge. He will give you that knowledge. Provided, what is provided? Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pranipat means surrender. Then pariprasnana means inquire, question. And then sevaya, serve. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnana sevaya. याद रखिएगा, प्रणिपात, परिप्रश्न, सेवया. प्रणिपात मतलब सरेंडर, परिप्रश्न मतलब क्वेश्चन, इंक्वायरी, and then sevaya, service. So these three things has to be performed by a disciple. If disciple approach guru only in challenging mode, sir मेरे को बताइए इसका आंसर क्या है, मैं जानना चाहता हूं, मैं इस इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज का बीटेक डिग्री धारी हूं, मेरे को बताइए, मैंने रजिस्ट्रेशन किया है आपका गूगल शीट में, बोले या नहीं तो जाता हूं मैं. तो ऐसी चेतना से हम लोग आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान प्राप्त नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो जो भगवान के प्रतिनिधि होते हैं, भगवान के बहुत प्रिय होते हैं, और भगवान की सेवा के लिए, पूरे जगत की उद्धार के लिए अपने जीवन को समर्पित किया है. जिस प्रकार श्रील प्रभुपाद जी आपने 70 साल की उम्र में अपने जीवन के सारा राइट्स रिस्क लेके वृंदावन जैसे आध्यात्मिक स्थान को परित्याग करके कार्गो शिप में अमेरिका गए थे. किस लिए? उनके पास कुछ भी पैसा नहीं था, कोई फॉलोअर नहीं थे, खुद कुकिंग करते थे, खुद किताब लिखे थे, खुद कुछ डोनेशन कलेक्शन कर रहे थे किताब बेच के. सब लोग खा के चले जाते थे, प्रभुपाद बर्तन मांजते थे, उनके बर्तन साफ करते थे. कैन यू इमेजिन? उनका क्या उद्देश्य था? अमेरिका में पैसा मिलेगा, बहुत धनी अमीर लोग उनका डिसाइपल बनेगा. जैसे भारत के लोग जाते, अभी विदेश जाते, किस लिए? पैसा कमाने के लिए, बड़े कंपनी वाले के नौकर बनने के लिए. प्रभुपाद डिड नॉट वेंट टू अमेरिका फॉर दैट.
People asked Prabhupada, Swamiji, why you have came here? आपको क्या चाहिए? बोलिए, हमारे पॉकेट से दे देते हैं आपको. People asked Prabhupada like this. But Prabhupada said that I came in your country not to take. I came in your country to give. So Prabhupada has given that most valuable knowledge, spiritual training, his association, the holy name. And we see how the whole world will transform by the association and the knowledge given by Srila Prabhupada. The whole world, such a short time, that is power of Guru. Srila Prabhupada transformed all the hippies to a Vaishnava by this powerful knowledge and association. So when Guru is qualified, one has to surrender and then inquire submissively and serve him. Then the knowledge will impart. So therefore the first qualification of disciple is surrender. Surrender matlab samarpan. So in this connection there is a beautiful story, and a photo has been given in the slide. Beautiful story of Sanatan Goswami. So Sanatan Goswami, he was the prime minister of King Hussain Shah. Hussain Shah was the king of Bengal. So Hussain Shah was king of Bengal, and Sanatan Goswami, that time Hussain Shah was emperor of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa 500 years before. And his kingdom was in Malda, currently in Malda, Ramkeli. Still his kingdom is present, his palaces, his whole kingdom. We have visited that particular place. So Sanatan Goswami, he was the prime minister of Hussain Shah. He was very educated. So in that time, Sanatan Goswami used to know 4 or 5 languages: Arabic, Farsi, Sanskrit, Bengali, Urdu. 5 तो इधर ही हो गया. He had lot of scriptural knowledge. He have studied many books. Hussain Shah was Muslim, but he have employed Sanatan Goswami as his prime minister. You know why? Because he have intelligence. Because Sanatan Goswami have very fine intelligence. And he could provide such a perfect idea to the king. The king Hussain Shah was not ready to leave. Even Sanatan Goswami wanted to leave when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. She was very intelligent, have lot of knowledge. And not only that, Sanatan Goswami was born in Saraswat Brahman family, born in very high caste. So high birth, Sanatan Goswami have high birth, Sanatan Goswami have high education, then Sanatan Goswami have high post. He was a minister. He have high post. 3 हो गया. चौथा है Sanatan Goswami, he have lot of money. It is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita कि उनका इतना धन था कि उनका जो इनकम है 2 नाव सोने के मुद्रा से भर जाता था. That was his yearly income. 2 नाव सोने के मुद्रा से भर जाता था. So he have high birth, he have high education, he have high post, and he have lot of wealth. And after that, he was very beautiful to see. So what Sanatana Goswami is not having? What Sanatana Goswami was not having? But when he made Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he spoke, you know? Your heart will break by hearing that. Sanatana Goswami says, Nicho Jati, Nicho Sangi, Patito Dham. So Sanatana Goswami says, Nicho Jati, I am low caste. Because I am associating with this Mohammedan king, who is Jaban, who is cow eater. Because I am associating with this cow eater king, and therefore I became outcast. See the consciousness of Sanatana Goswami. Nicho Jati, I became Nicho Jati. And then he said that I am Nicho Songi. Not only I am Nicho Jati, I am associating with the low class also. I am a Brahman family. I am from Brahmanical caste, but I am born in Brahman family, which is very high advanced in Vedic culture. But I am associating with the Mohammedan king and helping him to destroy Brahmanical culture. Like the king, that time Muslim king used to destroy temple, the deities, kill the cows, attack the Brahmanas. So Sanatana Goswami is saying that I am associated with such kind of person. Whole day and night is staying with his palace. Nicho Jati, Nicho Songi. So I am Nicho Jati. And I am Nicho Songi. And thus I fell down from my advanced religious platform. Patito Adham. Nicho Jati, Nicho Songi, Patito Adham. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him that I heard that people call you as Pandit. People call you as Pandit. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met him, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I heard that people call you as Pandit. So what about that? Then Sanatana Goswami says that Grammo Vyavahare Loke Kahoe Pandit Satya Kari Mani. मैं मानता हूं कि लोक व्यवहार में लोग मेरे को पंडित बोल के बोलते हैं, पुकारते हैं. तो ग्राम्य व्यवहारे लोके कहे पंडित सत्य करी मानी आपनार हिताहित किछु नाही जानी. So people call me Pandit, but I do not know what is my real benefit of life. কে আমি কেন মরে যারে তাপত্রয়, who am I? Why I am suffering in this material world? কে আমি কেন মরে যারে তাপত্রয়? তাপত্রয় मतलब त्रिताप क्लेश, आध्यात्मिक, आधिभौतिक, आधिदैविक. Why I am suffering these threefold miseries? I do not know. আপনার হিতাহিত কিছু নাহি জানি. I do not have any knowledge. People say me Pandit, I have degree, but I do not know who am I. I do not know where I will go after death. I do not know who is God. I do not know is there any life after death. I do not know what is my prime duty, as Arjuna became confused. As Arjuna became confused, not able to decide what is his Shreya. So there is two type of inquiry. There is two type of inquiry. One is Preya, another is Shreya. Means Preya means Preya means, go to the next slide, we'll come back again. So preya means, yeah, go to the next slide. So preya means inquiring. Preya means inquiring about temporary enjoyment, and shreya means inquiring about permanent enjoyment, permanent happiness, short-term goal and long-term goal. Most of the people are inquiring about short-term goal, about bodily happiness. But the bodily happiness is temporary. Bodily happiness is the cause of our suffering, cause of our entanglement. Therefore, advanced people, intelligent person, they inquire about the ultimate goal. So disciple has to inquire from Guru. So Sanatana Goswami is saying here, go to the next previous slide. Sanatana Goswami is inquiring here that ke ami keno mare jare tapotra. People say me Pandit, but I don't know what is my permanent benefit. So we may receive some knowledge from college and university to earn some money. But what about our ultimate goal? What about our spiritual money by which you can cross the ocean of birth and death? By which you can transfer from material to spiritual world. You may be very proud of your material education or having lot of money and degree and bodily beauty. But all these things are useless for going back to the spiritual world or to stop the problem of birth and death. And therefore, Sanatana Goswami, as an ideal disciple, he is expressing his disqualification to Guru, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is expressing his disqualification. So when disciple expresses disqualification to Guru, actually he became a qualified. बाहर के दुनिया में लोग अपना क्वालिफिकेशन दिखाते हैं, है नहीं फिर भी दिखाते हैं. बाहर में एक, अंदर में दूसरा, लेकिन लोगों के पास दिखाते हैं, मैं ये हूं, मैं वो हूं, मैं एक है, मेरा वो है. लेकिन आध्यात्मिक प्रगति के लिए एक व्यक्ति को गुरु के पास अपने आप को सरेंडर करना, समर्पण करना बहुत ही जरूरत है. तो जब शिष्य गुरु के पास अपने डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन को एक्सप्लेन करता है कि गुरु, आई डोंट हैव एनी क्वालिफिकेशन, आई एम फूल इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. Sanatana Goswami is very much qualified, but he was explaining his disqualification and expressing that nicho jati, nicho sangi potito adham. I forgot the whole line, but it's very heart-touching line, very inspiring line. Sanatana Goswami, can you imagine, he's a prime minister, he's a politician. पॉलिटिशियन के लिए, पॉलिटिशियन जनरली क्या होता है, डुप्लीकेट होता है. अभी देखिए जितना पॉलिटिशियन है जेल के अंदर बैठ के वोट में खड़े हो गए, कितने सारे करप्शन में जुड़े हुए हैं. Sanatana Goswami was from political background, but when he came to the feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not keep any reservation. He did not keep any privacy. He gave himself fully to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immensely blessed Sanatana Goswami. You can see in this photo. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is a beautiful chapter named Sanatana Shiksha, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have given most important teachings of spiritual practice to Sanatana Goswami in Dashashwamedh Ghat in Varanasi. Sanatana Goswami is very famous in Vrindavan, in Braj, as Guru of Vrindavan. जो गुरु पूर्णिमा हम लोग मनाते हैं, बाहर में बहुत लोग मनाते हैं, वो गुरु पूर्णिमा सनातन गोस्वामी की आविर्भाव तिथि है। सनातन गोस्वामी की आविर्भाव तिथि को गुरु पूर्णिमा के हिसाब से मनाया जाता है। और उस सनातन गोस्वामी के व्यवहार, उनके जीवन किस प्रकार है? श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु स्वयं भगवान है और उनके गुरु है, उनके पास पूर्ण रूप से प्रणिपात किए हैं। इस प्रकार अर्जुन कंफ्यूज थे, लेकिन कृष्ण, तब कृष्ण ने भागवत गीता के ज्ञान उनको दिए। तो ये शिष्य का पहला क्वालिफिकेशन है। हालांकि हम लोग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस कर रहे हैं, इट्स लाइक ए कोर्स, so it looks like more in academic level. More it looks like academic level, but this academic level is not some theoretical level. If you take it only as a theory, but does not try to imbibe practice in our life, the knowledge will not manifest to you. Knowledge will not be able to change your heart, change your consciousness, not be able to uplift you. तमोसमाम ज्योतिर्गमो आपकी चेतना को ऊपर नहीं लेके जा पाएगा। आपके कैरेक्टर, आपकी क्वालिटी, आपका आध्यात्मिक प्रगति नहीं हो पाएगा। तो इसे सनातन गोस्वामी से हम लोग सीख सकते हैं कि किस प्रकार एक शिष्य को शरणागत होना चाहिए। श्रील प्रभुपाद एक बहुत सुंदर उदाहरण देते हैं। एक मृदंग टीचर था। तो मृदंग टीचर के पास दो आदमी आया है सीखने के लिए। तो दो आदमी आया है सीखने के लिए। तो एक आदमी तो सीखने के लिए आया, तो उनको बोला कि तो पहला जो शिष्य था, पहला मृदंग स्टूडेंट था, बोला आपको कुछ पता है? बोले मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता है, मैंने एकदम कुछ पता नहीं, कुछ मेरे को पता नहीं। तो बोले आपको 100 रुपया देना पड़ेगा, पर मंथ 100 रुपीज। और फिर दूसरा आदमी को बोला कि हाउ मच यू नो अबाउट mridanga? Then the student says that I know some particular skills and art of playing mridanga. Then the teacher says that you have to pay 200 rupees. And when teacher says that you have to pay 200 rupees, the student becomes very angry. He says he don't know anything and you have to pay 100 rupees, and I know something and I have to pay 200 rupees. Why this injustice is there? Anybody can say answer? कोई बोल सकते हैं इसका आंसर क्या होगा? यस प्लीज, हम आशा करते हैं आप लोग श्रवण कर रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं आप लोग ना, ब्लूप हो गए। यस, अनुराग, विकास, देवव्रतो, धर्मेश, गोविंद, गोपाल, जय सरकार, मोहित।
यस सर।
रौनक।
राधे राधे प्रभु जी।
राधे राधे
प्रभु जी। जो पहला लड़का था जो उसने कहा था कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है, उसे समझाना आसान होगा दूसरे की अपेक्षा, क्योंकि वो कुछ पूछेगा ही नहीं, कहीं कि उसको कुछ पता ही नहीं है। और जो दूसरा है वो आप अगर उससे कुछ समझाने जाइएगा तो वो जो भी उसके मन में है उसको समझाना थोड़ा मुझे लगता है कि उसे डिफिकल्ट होगा, क्योंकि वो अगर आप उसे वो गलत कुछ जानता ही होगा, कुछ ना कुछ जानता होगा, तो अगर आप उसके विरुद्ध कुछ बोल दिए तो वो आपसे तर्क करने लगेगा कि नहीं मैंने तो ऐसा सुना है, मैंने तो ऐसा सुना है, नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। शायद इसी के कारण से।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ए गुड आंसर। So Prabhupada explained this story when he went to West in the beginning days. In the beginning days in the West. So Prabhupada says that the Guru says, when the student argued like this, that why I have to pay more money, then the Guru says that this person, he do not know anything, and therefore he will be fully faithful towards me. Whatever I will teach, he will accept it. Whatever I will teach, he will faithfully hear and try to practice. But in case of you, because you have learned so many hodgepodge before, and therefore it will be very difficult for me. It will be very difficult for me to remove such wrong bits in the beginning, because you know so many wrong bits before, and therefore it will be difficult for me to remove those wrong bits and give you the right bits. Because you know something from before, and therefore you know that you know everything. And therefore it will become more difficult for me to teach you, because you are not submissive. So therefore this story explains that that how one required to become submissive towards spiritual master. So similarly, in this current situation of this modern time, people have so many misconceptions about spirituality, so many misconceptions about religion, so many misconceptions about science, about the existence of this world, about the existence of Godhead. So people have so many misconceptions, and they think that they know everything. कुछ लोग साइंस को फॉलो करते हैं, वो लोग बोलते भगवान नहीं है, और उधर साइंस के टॉप मोस्ट साइंटिस्ट है आइंस्टाइन बोलते भगवान है, मैं भगवान को मानता हूं, और कुछ सो कॉल्ड फॉलोअर्स ऑफ साइंस दे थिंक दैट नो, देयर इज नो गॉड. So there is so many misconception in this world, in different fields, especially science and religion. People think that they know everything. And therefore, unless one is very honest and open-minded, they're very submissive, and they're ready to hear and accept it if it is perfectly presented. Unless people have that open-mindedness and submission to the right authority, or to the perfect knowledge, if it is perfectly presented, then there is no question of spiritual progress. Spiritual progress, not just gathering some information. Spiritual progress is the actual transformation of our life. We become a submissive servant of Guru and Krishna. That is the actual advancement of spiritual path. Spiritual path is not just to show off others that I am better than you, I am chanting more rounds than you, I have more knowledge than you, I can recite so many verses, I can give better class. Spiritual life is not meant for that. Spiritual life is to bring transformation in our life. Spiritual life is meant to become a better servant of Guru and Krishna. To satisfy Guru and Krishna, that is the purpose of spiritual life. You may give class, you may not give class. You may recite some verse, you may not recite some verse. that will not consider your advancement. Your advancement depends how submissive and surrendered to your spiritual master, Guru Parampara and Krishna. That will figure out your advancement. The inner aspect, the core aspect that we have to be surrendered. And then we have to inquire submissively. Next slide. We have to inquire. So after surrender, after finding out qualified spiritual master, we have to surrender. And after surrender, we have to inquire. Prabhupada writes in his books, Prabhupada writes that without question, you cannot make progress. So blind faith never works. So Krishna is not saying that you have to surrender blindly. Krishna is saying, first of all, you find out bona fide spiritual master. And he explained about the qualification of bona fide spiritual master. And then you surrender. And after surrender also you can inquire. What is what? You can ask some question to Guru about the progress of spiritual path. So neither blind faith will help, nor you can ask question with the challenging mood. So neither we can ask question in challenging mood, nor blind inquiry will work. So therefore spiritual practice, spiritual relationship is perfect relationship where you can inquire and clear your doubts, but submission or submissiveness is should be there. So if you ask challenging mood, then Guru will not going to answer your question. Or even Guru answer your question, your heart will not touched. Because you are approaching Guru with a pride heart. And therefore, first of all, submission is required. Sanatana Goswami is not saying, I am Hussain Shah's Prime Minister. बोलिए, इसका आंसर दीजिए. Sanatana Goswami did not give like this. Sanatana Goswami नहीं मेरे को 5 भाषा पता है, कौन सा भाषा में आपको क्वेश्चन पूछना है बोलिए. सनातन गोस्वामी ने आपको कितना पैसा चाहिए बोलिए, कितना डोनेशन चाहिए आपको. आप हमारे इधर आए हैं सन्यासी साधु महात्मा जी, आपको कितना पैसा चाहिए. Sadhus are not running, real sadhus are not running after money. जो ऐसे साधु के चक्कर में पड़ते हैं वो भी धोखा खाते हैं और वैसे साधु भी धोखा देते हैं. तो इसलिए सबमिसिव इंक्वायरी, पहले सबमिशन होना चाहिए, उसके बाद क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए. ऐसे नहीं कि ब्लाइंडली आप सरेंडर कर रहे हैं, इंक्वायरी होना चाहिए about spiritual life. So as I have spoke, there is 2 types of inquiry, prayer and shreya, short term goal and long term goal. So short term goal are about gaining wealth, name, fame. Next slide. Name, fame, posh apartment, luxurious car, promising career, beautiful wife. So that is called short term goal. मेरे को पैसा चाहिए, सुंदरी लड़की से लव अफेयर होना चाहिए, लॉटरी लग जाना चाहिए, अच्छा डिग्री प्राप्त करना चाहिए. So these are all for material gain, for material enjoyment. कैसे मैं ज्यादा अच्छा भोजन कर सकता हूं, कैसे मैं अच्छा डानलॉप पिलो में सो सकता हूं, कैसे मैं अच्छा मैथुन कर सकता हूं. कैसे मैं अच्छा बंगलो बना सकता हूं, अब बड़ा अपार्टमेंट बना सकता हूं, उसमें अच्छे से मेरा आत्मरक्षा होगा. तो आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम चम सामान्य में तत् पशु भी नरानाम. Animal are also looking for that. Eating, mating, sleeping and defending. There is no difference in this fourth category between human and animal. मनुष्य और पशु में कोई अंतर नहीं है. धर्मो ही तेषाम अधिको विशेषो धर्मेण हीना पशु भी समाना. But spiritual inquiry or spiritual practice, spiritual upliftment, which human being can inquire, animal cannot. So that is called ultimate goal, long-term goal. So even somebody achieves some material success, but still it is temporary. As Arjuna was successful, Sanatana Goswami was successful, but they are not able to solve their problem. And same thing is happening in today's world, all over the world. All this advancement is taking place, but still suffering has been increased 1,000 times more. And therefore, one should inquire about Shreyas. Just Shreyo Shanyaschitam Gruhitanme. That is a qualification of a disciple. If disciple is approaching Guru, कि गुरुदेव मेरे को बोलिए कि मेरे को पैसा कैसे मिलेगा, मेरे को कौन से लड़की से शादी करने से मेरा अच्छा एंजॉयमेंट कर पाऊंगा, गुरुदेव मेरे को बताइए कि मेरे को कब मेरा अच्छा पोस्ट मिल जाएगा, then you are not a disciple. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? For your material benefit, you can approach certain people. You are already getting education. But what about your spiritual inquiry? Animals are also doing that inquiry. In this connection, Prabhupada explained the difference between Grihastha and Griha Medhi. Grihastha is he who have family life, who have children, they work outside, they earn money also, but they lead a Krishna-centered life. They are called Grihastha. But there is another type of householders, those who live for having more and more sense gratification. They work very hard to earn more money so that they can have more sense gratification, more sex, more facility of enjoyments. They are not Grihastha. गृहस्थ आश्रम कहते हैं, ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम, गृहस्थ आश्रम. गृहस्थ भी एक आश्रम है जिधर हस्बैंड वाइफ एक साथ कृष्ण भक्ति करके, कृष्ण सेंटर फैमिली लाइफ लीड करके, अपने हृदय को शुद्ध करके भगवान के धाम में जा सकते हैं. There is no problem is getting married. But problem is that if we lead life like an animal in Grihastha ashram, then they are not Grihastha, they are called Griha Medhi. So you should not become Griha Medhi and live like an animal. And therefore, scripture says that that Manushya Jivan, human form of life, should not be utilized for sense gratification. जीवस्व तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थो जस्म कर्म भी. तो मनुष्य जीवन इंद्रिय प्रीति लाभो जीवित जावता जीवस्व तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थो जस्म कर्म भी. So human form of life is not meant for इंद्रिय प्रीति, for इंद्रिय उपभोग के लिए नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be meant for tattva jigyasa, for spiritual jigyasa, भगवान के बारे में, आध्यात्मिक प्रगति के बारे में प्रश्न जिज्ञासा करना चाहिए, then you fall in the category of disciple. If you're only asking the question, if you're only inquiry, or if you're only searching for sense gratification, where is my money, where is my sex, where is my wealth, where is my protection, where is my food, if it is, that is the main consciousness which is going on in your mind, you might have degree, you might have post, but you are living in the animal platform. So therefore, to become a disciple, one has to be inquisitive about the spiritual goal. That is the beginning of your spiritual life. Human life begins from spiritual inquiry. No inquiry, no upliftment. And third qualification is submissive service. So first we have discussed surrender, second we have discussed inquisitiveness, third is submissive service. So there's a beautiful example, next slide, beautiful example of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada, who is the guru of our Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So we have 10 more minutes, so I request everybody to be with us. Very important, very message giving. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was lion guru, Singha guru. So next slide में आइए. Yes, okay. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was son of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was very great acharya. He was the magistrate of Nadia district. British government, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur was so powerful, British government used to get lot of help for from Bhaktivinoda Thakur for legal issues that time. This is almost 200 years before. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is very educated, but he was spiritual personality. So British government practically has to make a railway station to facilitate Bhakti Vinod Thakur traveling from Navadvip to Krishnanagar. So Krishnanagar is in, Krishnanagar city. जो लोग जानते हैं या बंगाल से हैं उनको ज्यादा पता होगा. So Krishnanagar city is the court of Nadia district. High court of Nadia district, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur is to stay in Swarupganj in Navadvip, and British government has to create railway station in Swarupganj. That time small train was there. I personally visited that. Currently they have removed it. They are trying to make a new railway, big railway. But when I was small, like 10, 12 years, so I used to go to Navadvip with my father with that small train. So that time that whole Bengal was small train only, and the British government has to make a railway station for Bhaktivinoda Thakur to facilitate Bhaktivinoda Thakur journey, fast journey. How much he was so important. They has to facilitate that journey from Navadvip to Krishnanagar. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was son of such a great personality. So that is first qualification. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was son of great devotee and very qualified in career also, material career, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So this Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he was only 7 years old, he memorizes all the verses of Bhagavad Gita. 7 साल की उम्र में भागवत गीता का 700 श्लोक उन्होंने कंठस्थ कर लिए थे. And he's so intelligent, very expert in mathematics, very expert in क्या बोलते हैं ज्योतिर्विद्या. ज्योतिर्विद्या को क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में? Astronomy.
Astrology.
So he was so expert in astrology. He have invented many formulas in astronomy, in mathematics. Very expert, very meritorious, and he was educating. He was educating in Calcutta University. Calcutta University in that time they have given a title सिद्धांत सरस्वती. भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर शिला प्रभुपाद, जो प्रभुपाद जी के इस्कॉन के प्रभुपाद जी के गुरु है, तो उनका सिद्धांत सरस्वती टाइटल मिला है कलकत्ता यूनिवर्सिटी से, बिकॉज ऑफ एस्ट्रोनॉमी एंड मैथमेटिक्स. So that was his education. He was also teaching to in the family of king of Tripura. त्रिपुरा के जो उस समय के राजा थे, उनके फैमिली टीचर थे भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर. भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर was lifetime celibate. सोच लीजिए, he was lifetime brahmachari and sannyasi. Very, very qualified. He used to assist his father to write books, to preach Krishna consciousness around Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Bhakti Vinod Thakur that time wrote, Bhakti Vinod Thakur friends, कौन Bhakti Vinod Thakur के friends थे पता है आपको? Vidyasagar, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, those were most educated person that time of Bengal, but they were friend of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur during that time, 200 years before, he wrote Chaitanya teachings of Lord Chaitanya in English language. He had sent it to Western universities. Before Srila Prabhupada went to America, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati already sent Bhagavad Gita and Lord Chaitanya's teachings to Western countries. And when Srila Prabhupada went to America, he went to some university. I forgot that, maybe Canadian University, some university, I forgot. So Srila Prabhupada find out those books written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, सोचिए कितने स्कॉलर थे वो लोग उस समय में 200 साल पहले. He used to assist his father to write books, to preach Krishna consciousness. Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote many books, many poems, which were singing, many songs written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He was householder. Bhakti Vinod Thakur was householder. He had many sons, but he was fully dedicated for the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without giving up his job. So spiritual life does not push you to leave your home, leave your career and become a sadhu only in the forest. You can be a householder and become a very good serious devotee like Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And his son, Bhakti Vinod Thakur के पुत्र कौन है? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is celibate. So how a good grihastha can generate a good ideal celibate sannyasi Vaishnava? So that is the qualification of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now why I am speaking this story in this connection? Because Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he ordered his disciple, his son, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to take initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And this Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, इसका फोटो निकाल के दिखा सकते तो अच्छा है. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was illiterate. In his academic qualification, उनको अपना नाम लिखना नहीं आता था. But he was a Paramahamsa devotee. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was Paramhamsa devotee. He was very, 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 very renounced. Vaishnava, Vairagya Churamani. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, always absorbed in chanting. He was not interested to eat anything. पूरे दिन में शायद कभी एक बार खा लेते थे, और वो भी बहुत ही थोड़ा सा. But most of the time he was absorbed in hearing, absorbed in chanting, remembering the Supreme Lord, and visiting different holy places. He was very advanced person. But materially he was not educated. But spiritually he was very advanced. Now Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was very advanced in material qualification, very educated, he was asked to take initiation, surrender to an illiterate person. Can you imagine? And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur approached Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and Gaur Kishore Das Babaji rejected it. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj rejected him. That he said that you are very qualified, educated person. What you will do? What you will do with me? I am an illiterate person. मैं अशिक्षित हूँ. आप जैसे शिक्षित लोग मेरे पास आके क्या करेंगे? मैं तो मूर्ख हूँ. मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं है. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur immediately understood. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that, oh, I understand that Krishna is very intelligent. Krishna is Chatur Shiromani. Krishna is Chatur Shiromani, and you are his devotee. So because you are devotee of Krishna, you are also very Chatur. So I will not leave my place, your place, without taking initiation from you. आपसे दीक्षा नहीं लेके मैं ये जगह नहीं छोड़ूंगा. तो गौर किशोर दास महाराज, ठीक है, मैं पूछूंगा जाके कृष्ण को वो क्या बोलते हैं. भक्ति गौर किशोर दास महाराज इतने ऐसे ही भक्त थे, डूबे रहते थे कृष्ण के चिंतन में. तो गौर किशोर दास महाराज तो अगले दिन भक्ति संसार ठाकुर आए. बोले गुरुदेव आपने पूछा है क्या? बोले वो मैं भूल ही गया कि कृष्ण को पूछने में. ठीक है, मैं पूछूंगा. ऐसे 2-3 बार उनको घुमा दिया. Because he was very renounced, he was not after followers. So I request everybody to be with us 5 minutes. That's all, 5 minutes. तो भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर उनको दीक्षा नहीं देना चाहते थे. Because he was not after followers. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was very, very surrendered, very, very submissive. So he was again and again approaching his guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, though he was illiterate. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, though he was qualified, but he was not proud in his heart. He knows that my material qualification is not the qualification. Real qualification is surrender and submission. So then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that if you do not give initiation, now only I'll go to Ganga and jump and give up my life. मैं गंगा में जाके अपने जीवन विसर्जन दूंगा. And then Gaur Kishore saw that this person is genuine. This person is fully surrendered. This person is ready to follow, ready to obey. Then he accepted him as his only one disciple. He accepted it as his disciple. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is only one disciple of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He accepted one disciple in his life, that is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And there is one more story. Narottam Das Thakur, who was the son of a prince, son of a king. He was a prince. But when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to wanted to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a full-time devotee. She went to Vrindavan and he was approached Loknath Goswami. And Loknath Goswami was a similar person like Gaur Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, not ready to accept any disciple. So they're very humble. They don't think that we can initiate. So they're great devotees like Loknath Das Goswami is the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was not ready to give any diksha. So then this prince Narottam Das Thakur, what he used to do, he used to clean the toilet of Loknath Das Goswami. तो लोकनाथ दास गोस्वामी जब सुबह प्रातः क्रिया करने के लिए जाते थे वृंदावन में जंगल में, तो ये जो नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर जो महान भक्त हैं, तो वो क्या करते थे, एक राजा के पुत्र है, तो वो उस प्रातः क्रिया का जो स्थान है वो सफाई करते थे, सफाई करके उधर पानी रख देते थे कि अगले दिन उनके गुरु आके फिर से प्रातः क्रिया करेंगे और उनको वो जगह बहुत साफ सुथरा मिलेगा। इस प्रकार नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर बहुत ही विनम्रता के साथ उनके गुरु को छुप छुप के सेवा करते थे। और लोकनाथ दास गोस्वामी was surprised that how this place is clean. Yesterday I have passed tool here and who got clean, and he was not able to find it out. And one day he was hiding in the bush, see who is doing. And he found that Narottam Das Thakur, the king's son, and immediately caught him. And why you are doing like this? You are son of a king. You are a prince. You are from very royal family, and I am very insignificant person. Why you are doing like this? What you want? Then he said, Narottam Das Thakur says that this human form of life is temporary, and whatever material wealth we achieve in our life, high birth, high parentage, high wealth, post position, everything is temporary. It is the cause of our entanglement in this world. Real success of life is the mercy of Guru. Service to a Vaishnava who is very dear to Krishna. And therefore, oh my dear spiritual master, I want to surrender my life to you. Kindly accept me as your disciple. So only inquiry is not sufficient. If you do not serve Guru, then what is the use of your inquiry? If you do not submit to your Guru, then what is the use of your so-called intellectual inquiry? गुरु के पास आके बड़ा बड़ा प्रश्न पूछे और गुरु का जो आज्ञा का पालन नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो फिर आपका प्रोग्रेस कैसे होगा? वो सारे इंक्वायरी से आपका स्पिरिचुअल प्रोग्रेस नहीं होने वाले हैं। तो इसलिए इफ यू डू नॉट चैंट एवरी डे, इफ यू डू नॉट फॉलो द गाइडलाइंस व्हिच इज गिवन बाय लॉर्ड कृष्णा in your life, if you do not follow the instruction coming in the disciplic succession to all of you, if you do not follow the standard which is given by Srila Prabhupada, who is J.T.H. Narad Muni, who is Senapati Bhakta of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then how will advance in spiritual path? So only a surrender and inquiry is not enough. We have to surrender and we have to inquire also. But unless we serve Guru, the bona fide representative of Lord, follow his instruction, then how will progress in spiritual path? If you ask question but do not follow the instruction, do not serve the Guru, भागवत गीता है क्या? उधर प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं कि विदाउट सर्विस इंक्वायरी इज यूजलेस। अब भागवत गीता का 3.34 पढ़िएगा। तो इसीलिए जो हम लोग आपको रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, हालांकि मेरा कोई योग्यता नहीं है, बट भक्तों के श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के बिहाफ में मैं आप सबको रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि प्लीज चैंट एवरी डे. Please try to come to the level of 16 round. If you're not coming, so please follow 4 regulative principles. इसके तात्पर्य में आइए नीचे. Fast. नीचे जाइए, नीचे. .34 अब 3.34 लाया. तो इसलिए जो हम लोग जो रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं आप लोगों को, ये आपकी आध्यात्मिक प्रगति के लिए. इट्स नॉट फॉर माई बेनिफिट, इट्स नॉट फॉर ISKCON बेनिफिट, इट्स नॉट फॉर वॉइस बेनिफिट, इट्स फॉर योर जेन्युइन बेनिफिट. और जब हम लोग उसको पालन करते हैं तभी हम लोग आध्यात्मिक जीवन में आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो नीचे जाइए. हाँ, बस रहिए. नो नॉर बाई. ओके. Therefore, mental speculation or dry argument cannot help lead one to the right path. Nor by independent study of books of knowledge can one progress in spiritual path. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant, without false prestige. That Narottam Das Thakur is showing, that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is showing, that Arjuna is showing, that Sanatan Goswami is showing. Spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. Satisfaction of the spiritual master is the secret of advancement of spiritual life. Very important point. Satisfaction of the spiritual, self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. उसके बाद सुनिए, ये स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ का सक्सेस है कि अगर आप आध्यात्मिक गुरु को संतुष्ट करने के प्रयास कर रहे हैं. आध्यात्मिक गुरु को कभी मनुष्य बुद्धि नहीं करना चाहिए कि आपके जैसा एक मनुष्य है. वो भी कृष्ण कहते हैं आध्यात्मिक गुरु कोई साधारण मनुष्य नहीं है, आपके जैसा बद्ध अवस्था में है. आप और हम के जैसा बद्ध अवस्था में नहीं है. दे आर लिबरेटेड सोल. That you have to understand. Therefore, you need to surrender. उसके बाद बोला inquiry and submission constitute the proper combination of spiritual understanding. Inquiry and submission. Inquiry आगे वाला ब्लू कलर को हटा दीजिए, इधर से ब्लू कलर करिए. Inquiry and submission constitute the proper combination of spiritual understanding. अभी आप अच्छे से सुनिए. Unless there is submission and service, inquiry from a learned spiritual master will not affect. मेरे को जो कहना था मैंने कह दिया, ठीक है. मेरे को जो कहना था श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के शिक्षा, आचार्यों के शिक्षा, भागवत गीता के शिक्षा, जो मेरे को जितना पास करना था मैंने पास कर दिया. अभी आपके ऊपर है, आप इसको किस प्रकार लेना चाहेंगे. अगर आप इसको सीरियस लेना चाहेंगे, आपके स्पिरिचुअल एडवांसमेंट इज गारंटेड. योर स्पिरिचुअल एडवांसमेंट इज गारंटेड. नोबॉडी कैन स्टॉप योर स्पिरिचुअल प्रोग्रेस if you follow this message of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself is saying, the Guru Parampara Acharyas are saying, and I have passed the message to all of you. So as a service, I have done my service. Now it is up to you how you take it in your life. So unless there is submission and service, inquiry from a learned spiritual master will not be effective. One must be able to pass the test of spiritual master when he sees a genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blessed the disciple with the genuine spiritual understanding. So when spiritual master will test you about your genuineness, about your submission, if you pass that test, then Guru will automatically bless you. Guru will automatically bless you with a genuine spiritual understanding. So this is one of the most important aspect of spiritual life, and therefore this topic is very, very important. So thank you all very much for your kind attention, and whatever I have explained to all of you, it is for my own spiritual practice. It is for my own spiritual benefit. May Krishna bless me so that I can personally practice in my life and serve my spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada with my whole life and full surrender. So thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Samveda Bhakta Vrinda ki, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.